Well, this is a clickbait and a half. Drew on Steph. He's putting this in the little kids' heads like this is okay to try. No, it's not okay to try. Only he can do this. This is from the AFunkyDiabetic pod. It's kind of interesting to think about. I mean, look, I don't have kids, and well, that's that. But for anybody who's got kids or is seeing children playing basketball in like organized settings, is this a thing? Are kids just chucking up bad threes all day? Because if so, I don't know what it's going to mean for the NBA. I mean, granted, all those kids are not going to make it, but some will be in the NBA. I don't know. It's influenced other NBA players, who, of course, for them it's fine. It'll be something to make note of. You know, we fast forward 10 years, 20 years, maybe teams will literally only shoot three-pointers. And at that point, I don't know if I'll be doing YouTube anymore. Maybe, because if I don't have YouTube, then I don't know what I'm doing. Steph is a bad influence on the children. You heard it here first. Yep, pretty much. I remember when I was in high school, LeBron and Melo just got in the league. Everyone was doing the 1-2 hop steps, triple threat, mid-range jumpers. Yeah, I suppose so. Could just be like that. The only difference is I don't think the NBA is going to go back to this. You know what I mean? Like, it's an at-large thing in the league of more three-pointers, you know? The amount of kids that would randomly launch threes during my time as a ref was absurd. All right, so this guy is seeing younger people play regularly, or he was. Maybe 10% of them were strong enough to not airball it. The coaches would always get so mad because the kids would never listen. Oh, boy. We're about to get a whole generation of Trae Youngs. Hey, man, if we get Trae Young, that's honestly not bad. What does Trae shoot? Like 36, 37, maybe a little higher percent on those types of shots. It's still not Steph, but it's something. The tone in that clip is joking, but it causes so many headaches for youth basketball coaches. Just about every kid wants to shoot threes like Steph. I spend tons of time working on getting their form down and getting good habits, but then it all goes out the window because they want to shoot from the three-point line and they have to use really bad shooting mechanics to get there. Well, okay then. Oh, we have a pro Drew take, because this is from the AFunkyDiabetic pod and it's in video. Drew has an insane awareness for video chat. He's completely silent until the other guy finishes his sentence. He's way, way better than every other person I've interacted with over the last year on Zoom. Well, there you go, Drew Holiday. You've got a future as a guy on video chats. Let's see, I want Iguodala. Not going to play this in case it's copyright, but it's an all-time moment. Really is. Draymond, his son loves to rebound for Steph Curry. Well, yeah, because you don't have to move. It's a lot better than when doing it for Draymond, as he states. 37, 11, and 11. Westbrook has averaged a triple-double over the last 5 seasons. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Is it me or the Wizards kind of scary in the postseason? Because they've actually been defending really well over the last whatever. And offensively, I mean, Westbrook is back. Bertans has been getting it going. Beal is still Beal. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to pick them to win a round 1 series, and there's not even a guarantee they get into the playoffs, because right now they're in the play-in tournament. But they could just outscore somebody a few times, and a few crazy things happen, and they pull off some crazy upsets. Reggie Jackson's controller gets stuck on jump. A nice little detail is the names under it like it's 2K. Let's see this. Yep, so we're pressing it, and you can barely see this, I know. Okay, this is awkward. You could kind of see that, right? I gotta zoom it in or else you can't see anything, and that's just gonna happen, I guess. Blazers have lost 3 straight one-possession games, 3-9 last 12, third worst defense in NBA history. Yeah, man, beginning of the season I said they could be the third best team in the West, and to defend myself a little bit, like Nurkic has not been the same guy. He's also just missed a decent amount of time because he had the, what was it, wrist, thumb, whatever it was. But yeah, not all takes end up being good. Collins got hurt again. I don't know what the hell Zach Collins is at this point, you know? I think if the Blazers bow out in round 1 or whatever like normal, I think Stotts is going to be gone. But the same thing I said about the Wizards, I could still say about the Blazers. They might just score 150 points on somebody in a playoff series if they can get there. Randall scores his 20th points of the first half on a long 3, tells the Raptors they can't guard him. Alright, he sets a screen for quickly. Doesn't really go anywhere. It's a switch. He's got OG on him. Bang, just like that. And there you go, they can't guard you. Isn't Anunoby up to like 15 points a game this year or something? That's kind of nice. Over the past month, Darius Garland, 21 points, 7 assists, 1.5 steals, great splits. Yeah, I mean, everything I would say about him, I just said in my most improved player video, where I think he's one of the main candidates, even if I didn't give him the award. He went from a guy who was a little iffy there on if he was really going to be able to read the game and just shoot efficiently and all that, and maybe pulling up from mid-range too much, and now making the right pass in the split second that he has, and beating guys off the dribble, and getting into floater territory, getting to around the basket. 7 months ago, the Nuggets starting lineup: Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Jeremy Grant, Paul Millsap, Jokic. Now it's Campazzo, PJ Dozier, Aaron Gordon, Porter Jr., and Jokic. And throughout all this time, my wife is still gone. Nerlens Noel pops out of nowhere to destroy Siakam's dunk. That's some terminology for you. So that play was kind of some chaos, but eventually it's Siakam on the roll. Nerlens, yeah. You know, Nerlens Noel never really ended up being the guy who at one point was honestly thought of as maybe the number 1 overall pick, because it was wild that he fell in the draft. Let's see, then we've got a back-to-back RJ Barrett thing, which, by the way, this one says 11 rebounds, this one says 12 rebounds. Which one of you's right? Knicks fans, I know you guys are happy, so I'm willing to, like, not get on your case too much, but we know your team's good, okay? You don't need the double post. Like, can you guys organize this sort of thing? D Rose puts Siakam on skates and gets the bucket. Yeah, D Rose, man. People were concerned that he wasn't going to be good, or he was going to get in the way, or whatever, but he's fit right in. How did Siakam fall over there at the end? Oh, he went for... Oh, he got hit by somebody. I couldn't tell who that was. That's good, man. See, this is the type of thing where, like, D-Rose makes this look easy. Like, I could try this in my driveway. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Also, I don't have a driveway. And Steph beats the shot clock with a super high floater. Is it as high as that one Allen Iverson floater? Real ones, no. That's pretty high nonetheless. Oh, we got a new Thinking Basketball video. Jokic revolutionizing the center position. I'm sure that's very good. I'm going to go watch that at some point. Westbrook saves his own rebound, waits in the corner, drains the three. Well, hold on. I couldn't even tell what was happening. All right, we're right here. We're like almost at the rim already. So he misses that. Just being an absolute pest. Ish Smith. Shout out to Ish Smith, who's still on the Wizards. And there you go. The Hawks are currently 21-8 under Nate McMillan. Yeah, I should probably do a Hawks video. I just don't know if people want to watch it that much. Granted, I just did a most improved player video that I don't think many people are going to want to watch either. So my take with McMillan, which Hawks fans will have a better one on, of course, because they've watched more than me. I feel like there's just more of a plan with everything now, where it's like instead of just figure it out on offense, it's like, no, we're going to run a specific thing, even if that specific thing is still sometimes just like Trae Young pick and roll. And that's the main thing I've noticed. Ja Morant 33 and 13 on amazing efficiency. Grizzlies beat the Blazers. Yeah, they just got Jaren Jackson back. Jaren Jackson was busting out like dribble moves on the Blazers, like crossovers and 1 or 2 dribbles after they trap the ball handler or whatever. And to me, it's really impressive just how the Grizzlies have not just been respectable this year, but good. I mean, they've been better than teams that get way more attention. The Pelicans being the biggest example. The Pelicans are more talented than them, at least up top. The Grizzlies have a very deep roster. Let's see, we've got an MVP take, and I think that'll do it. I want to say this is like a Nuggets person. The Sixers and Nuggets have the same record. All year I heard the record guys, the Sixers have a better record. They go 0-3 without Simmons. The Nuggets are 7-1 without Murray. I don't know if it's that cut and dry, but I do think Jokic is the MVP. The big thing is still the games played. I mean, he's got, what, 18 games played on Embiid? That's a lot of games. Is Elfrid Payton the worst starter at his position in the league? 12, 4, and 4. Bad true shooting, bad whatever these mean. My vote would go to whenever Grant Williams starts for the Celtics, or Semi Ojeleye. DeAndre Jordan? DeAndre Jordan again? Yeah, maybe DJ.